ndị be anyị ekene m unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi tata. Daalụ nne nkunu si na-esoro anyị na-eme n'iru akwụkwọ na Eastern News 24. Dịka o si dị, onwe nkwa ekwado na ego na-enye na update, daily update gbasịta maka ife na-eme n'ala Igbo ana gbasịta maka nwere onwe nke a na-azọ. Dịka o si dị, anyị wetara unu ozi from the office of Biafran Prime Minister of Biafran Republic gọọmenti na-eze anyị ka onye isi bụ Maazị Simon Ekpa. O ife okwu n'iru akwụkwọ butere attention na ya si mba so ya ama gị ya na anyị ga-etinyekwa ya bụ ife ka unu ga ya bụ ife ka unu tinye contribution unu gbasịta maka ife ndị a niile dị iche iche okwugasị. Ihe a bụ international session between Biafrans fa na-ajụgasị ajụ dị iche iche and ka anyị esi wee liberate Biafra na 2024. Ma kwụsị na ebe a ka napụ unu ka unu ga ya bụ ife unu ga-esi ya when I drop what I comment on the comment section below. All right, over to you, sir.
Database is a government database that are only accessible by a specified individual who are high-rank officers in the Biafra government on a specific role. So it is not, database is something that you don't just come and give access to people. Apart from that, who is not a Biafra now? If they want to kill everybody now, everybody sitting at home have voted for Biafra. So why are they not killing everybody? Or don't you think that in the every day that every Monday that Onitsha market is locking up, don't you know that there's already a referendum voting for Biafra? When the governor threatened all the people, including government workers, to come to work, they refuse to go. Don't you know they are loyal to Biafra government? Have they killed them? It is just synonymous to the database of Biafra. They can't kill everybody at the same time, my people. There is something you can do and there is something you cannot do, no matter how evil you are. But, however, our main priority is to protect Biafra people. Database is completely confidential and secured, being handled by one of the world's best verification company. So nobody will have access to Biafra database. It is a government database for crying out loud. Thank you.
Thank you, my PM. So I don't know whether some people are thinking that we don't have ISAP and Tami in Biafra. What we have are Omochineke. And even with their ISAP and Tami, they don't even have they don't have electricity to even be able to have a database, talk less of whatever. So we are rugged and we are impenetrable. Thank you, my PM. Please, Reverend G.O.D., take the microphone.
Good evening from here, my Honorable Prime Minister and all the members of Biafra Republic government in Ezza and the federal government. We are very, very happy and glad with you people. In short, even the broadcast you made yesterday, 1st January 2024, we are all happy and glad. Please, what I want to ask now is that about our currency, as you said some time ago, it is going to be a digital currency. Please, is there any way the app will be out to allow Biafrans to be mining it before the full launching of the currency? Many people have asked such questions, and that's why now I ask for the PM to help us to answer it. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Yes, of course, we are planning to, in due time, to release it to the financial market. And one thing you people should know is that this is something that takes even years to build. It's not easy. We just started this, officially March last year. It is still not yet 10 months. So everything will fall in place. It is gradually. But the most important thing is the delegitimization of the Islamic State of Nigeria within Biafra land. So the Biafra currency is still in pipeline. And as soon as it is ready, it will be released to the financial market. Biafrans can mine and bank on the Biafra coin before we go into the Biafra Central, the Biafra Reserve. because we have been contemplating on the banking system, if we are going to have the Federal Reserve or it is going to be called the Central Bank of Biafra. This whole thing is still Bank of Biafra. So this whole thing is still under the process. Remember, it has to go through the international financial institutions and financial systems. So it is a work that is already underway. And so that is something that follows. Immediately that is done, will be released to be released into the financial market. Thank you.
Thank you, my able PM. And I'm sure, Reverend, you've gotten that. Thank you very much. Move. Please, I am the good guy. Take the microphone, please.
Yes, good evening from my end, our able and admirable Prime Minister. My greetings to you, the co-host Ralph and Sussex, and all the cabinet members here present. It's an honor and privilege, a rare one for that matter, to have access to our PM directly through this medium. I think most of my questions have been attended to, but I just wanted some other clarification. All of these things have been put in place, but the more we ask questions, the more informations are released to Biafrans. And so I just wanted to ask on a few things. Number one, on the issue of border security. We know how our bordering communities, how we are linked to states or regions that are outside of our territory. So I don't know if we, of course, everything will be digitalized as I expect. What are the plans in securing our borders? And then number two, we talked about this issue of data collection. So I want to also go back to it because it's a very important aspect of our national life. We have people that are living within Biafra territory that we are born and have lived all their life there, but whose parents are not from Biafra. So will these people, this set of generation that were born within Biafra territory, be also considered during this data collection? That's question number two. And then my last question.
They will not be considered.
Okay, that's noted, sir. So my last question will be on the issue of, as it is now, on the issue of, is it a liberation tax? I want to call it. Are there programs, are there plans to ensure that, because I have people asking me from Biafra land, if, when it is actually made available to the public, to Biafran public, to begin to pay their taxes, can these taxes be paid without being traced by the Nigerian agents or government through the banking institution? Thank you. As you attend to my question.
Thank you very much. The taxes is already being paid. Contact your state executives to know where to make your Biafra liberation tax payment. So it's already being paid. A lot of states have already started. In fact, the most states have been given a mandate to the 15th of this month to have their December Biafra liberation tax. So that is already underway. So many states are already contributing. So if you are not part of it, consult your state executives and let them advise you properly. Properly identify yourself, Maka. If you come to find information, you cannot survive it. Thank you.
Okay, sir. So just to add some of us, I mean, we can also pass through the media team here for proper guidance in terms of trying to get access to these state coordinators. I don't know if that is allowed.
You can go through the medians and they will guide you.
Okay, that's noted. Thank you, sir. Still waiting for the response regarding our border security, sir.
The border security is sealed and whole, and I don't understand what you mean by that border security. Is there any nation that doesn't protect its border? We have been able to, first of all, be able to define our border and then deploy our immigration. And at this point, Biafra Liberation Army is the security, and the Biafra Liberation Fighters security we have. After that, normal security structure will take place, like the police and other paramilitary that will be guiding the borderline immigration and co. So for now, we are defining our borders based on those who would want to be part of Biafra, and the expansion is ongoing. So our border will be sealed, knowing fully well the kind of threat that are surrounding Biafra people. So our border will be sealed and protected. That's all I have to say at this point. Thank you. And then Raphael, we are going to take just 2 more questions and we'll call it a day. Thank you.
Okay, 2 more questions. Who are these lucky two? I see this American flag here, the white guy. I don't know if it's a impersonation or what. Lil E, can you please throw your question? Lil E. Lil E, are you there? With the American flag. Okay, Lil E seems not to be ready. I'll give the microphone to the one who has raised his hand. Uchenna Desmond Nweke, please go ahead with your question.
Okay, thank you so much, Pastor Van Van Vam. I want to use this opportunity to thank our able Prime Minister, Your Excellency. I appreciate you so much for all that you have been doing. You have been doing, marvelous job since you took over the leadership of the government in exile. And I know that the mighty hand of God is upon you. We keep you going higher, both spiritually in soul and body, to keep this, movement, this actualization to that place we are looking forward to be able to be free and live like people and bring development to Africa.
Mazi, you don't have a question? You don't have a question?
So my question, yeah. So my question is this, before, we call it a night here, my question is this. So how about this, people, because there's answer that you gave regarding those who might be saboteurs, and that, are they running, or they go in, they might try to contribute financially. So how about those who actually, sabotage to the extent that they killed some Biafrans, or they gave a command, or they did something that warranted the death of Biafrans? Because I know that every life of a Biafran is more precious than than gold or diamond. So what would be their fate after the restoration of Biafra, even if they contributed, but they actually killed Biafrans?
I can never personally forgive those who have ordered the killings of Biafrans.
Okay.
I will never forgive them.
Yes.
It is only God that will forgive them. But another thing is that Biafra will have their laws.
Okay.
Biafra law will take its course on those who have killed. But personally, as the leader of this particular Biafra liberation, I can never forgive anybody that have ordered the killing of Biafrans. Thank you. And I believe this particular response will address a lot of things. I don't need to go into elaborating, but I will never forgive. Biafra law may forgive them, sentencing them to prison or whatever. But personally, as the piloter or the pilot of this particular movement, I will never forgive.
Thank you, my PM. My PM, we have only 2 hands left. Should we take these 2 hands and then it will be all?
Go ahead.
Okay. Obi Biafra, you take your question, and then after you, Chidera, and that will be it for the night. Obi Biafra, please.
Hello. Hello.
Please
go ahead and speak. We are saying hello, hello. Are you making calls? Go ahead and speak.
All right. I want to know if I'm coming out clear.
Please, you have 60 seconds.
It's okay. Okay. All right. Mazi, Simon, good evening, sir. I want to thank you for a wonderful work, Kabiama. We bless you. My question goes like this. We all know very well that we have a lot of Biafras in different parts of the world that are in different prisons in different parts of the world. And why I'm asking this question is because one of my bro that is in the prison is the one that tell me to ask you this question: how Biafra government is going to help them out, because a lot of our people are in prison because of Nigerian passport. So my question is, how are we going to help Biafrans that are in different part of detention, mostly in diaspora? How are we going to help them to come back home when Biafra is declared? Because some of them have many years.
Thank you very much. First of all, Biafra government will help those whose right has been abused in their different country of location. But what we cannot do is when you are living in a country and you commit crime, and then you expect Biafra government to go and interfere in the law of another man's country. It doesn't work like that. We're going to provide you the country that you need, the job that you don't have before in Nigeria, and you don't have any reason to go to another country or to commit crime in the first place. So you have a good society to live in, you have security, you have job, you have government protection and national insurance. So with that, you don't have the reason to go to another country and not talk of committing crime. Your brother I want you to tell your brother that we have had people from prison making donation to Biafra liberation, not minding and asking what Biafra will do to them, but what they are going to do to Biafra. So he's not the only person that is in prison today. I have had in the last few fundraising where somebody come to announce that somebody is making donation from prison, because the person knows that when Biafra come, his life can never remain the same. So he is supporting Biafra struggle from prison. And I asked the person, did you say this person is supporting from prison? He said, yes, our brother is in prison and is making donation. So your brother should emulate that, not coming to ask what Biafra would do after he commit crime in a country. And then you want us to come there and fight for him. We don't do that. Let him live a good life and not spoil the image of Biafra. Because everything you are seeing, even though under Nigeria, if you go to his name, his Igbo name, they say it's a Biafra. Nigeria have done this thing and compel people to go into crime in different countries. But when they commit this crime, their name is not Obafemi, their name is not Muhammad, their name is Okechukwu, Nkem Delema, and all that. When they come down to Nigeria, they say it's from Igbo. Igbo is Biafra. And those people from Nigeria that are running abroad are all Biafrans. And they say you are the one committing crime, doing this and doing that. They use it to mock us. So we are changing this narrative and changing every mentality that is coming from Nigeria. It is not only what Biafra will do for you. What are you going to do for Biafra? We have seen people living by example, supporting the Biafra liberation from prison. And that person have not come and sent a message to me to say, are you going to release me when Biafra come? Because it is something that should be known by every reasonable person that once Biafra come, it can never remain the same. So our liaison offices will swing into action to seek real justice to those we feel that they are right and the due process was not followed, or their rights were deprived, or they did not have a very good representation. And then if those that we see that there is nothing can be done, we monitor them until when they are released, we put them to a rehabilitation camp in Biafra land. The government will train them and make sure they never go back to crime. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my PM. That was a very, very deep one and very, very elaborate. The last question for tonight goes to Mazi Chidera. Chidera, you're the last person. Please make it count.
Okay, all right. Good evening, my Prime Minister. Good evening, Mazi Sussex. Mazi Van Van Van, I greet you. Am I coming out?
Go ahead, please.
All right. My Prime Minister is me, Mazi Chidera. I want to ask this question about this data collection. Is it available for little babies like months old or some weeks old, that some even paying their liberation task? So I want to ask this question, and one more question again. In the issue of this prototype of a development of a state or a city in the state, is it possible for the state to go for a kind of a seminar with the state minister, the urban state minister, to know the kind of prototype of the states and some other structural development in each state within Biafra land? So that's one. And I want to make this suggestion again concerning this database collection. I've made the suggestion before concerning how to, take the how do I put it, the evangelism to its basis, like kind of spreading it on the radio, even through the market chairman, the churches and the rest of them, the kind of means to reach out to people to know that the database collection is ongoing. And whenever you see people taking your data, then you identify that the real Biafrans, then you can be able to give them the data. Then how do we go about the little babies that are a day old, months old, or weeks old, which some of them are even paying their liberation tax already? So how do you go about them? Thank you.
The Biafra database collection is open for every Biafran. So from anybody that is alive and you are a Biafran, it is open for you. Of course, that you register for database does not mean that you are going to be accepted at the end of the day. Like I said, there are decision-making process after your data has been collected. We process it, and if it is approved that you have what the information you submitted, we are convinced that you are a Biafran, we will approve you. So it is open for everybody that is alive. And then the issue of whether people are going to collect data and all that, you don't even know what is going on. And that job is, of course, some of you that are in de facto government. So the process of data collection is an individual thing. You do it on your own. That's the level the innovation has come to. You do it on your own, in your house, from the phone, from your smartphone, or from your computer. So it is not, you don't expect anybody to come to you and tell you, I want to collect your data. No, we've actually developed the system that it is going to work for everybody where you are. Anybody, I know that Fulani are going to be submitting their data. It will never be approved because we know what we are going to do to identify those who are real Biafrans and those who are not real Biafrans. And we are expecting at least from 20 million up. Immediately you are collecting your data, you are also registering for the voting of the self-referendum.
Thank you. Thank you, Mazi Chidera. That was it. Thank you very much.
There's one thing our PM didn't.
Thank you. I'm sorry. You had already removed him. I didn't know he had something else. Thank you so much, PM. We really appreciate the time we've spent with you and the Biafrans. I highlight him once again. Each time you come live on the space or wherever, it gives us so much encouragement, and we are happy to engage you from time to time like this. Mazi Success, please give us your closing remark before the PM.
Bring this person, Samuel Nana.
Okay.
And give him mic.
Samuel Nana. All right, Samuel Nana. Samuel Nana, I'm bringing you in. Okay, please take the microphone because you are already a speaker. Samuel Nana. Mazi Samuel Nana, please. You're already in the room. Please take the microphone.
Good evening, PM. Please, good evening to everybody anyway. My question is just a very brief question, is now this alliance with the Middle Belt, my question is it because that they're having a problem now that they really need this alliance? Because during the time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was out, they refused to ally. So what do you think about it right now as it is going on?
They refused to align. Not only them refused to align.
Yeah.
There are many people that refused, but they are joining now.
Okay.
The Riverine refused. They have joined us. That's number one. The reason why people are joining on is that they can now see clearly template working out, and they can now see that the people that are piloting the Biafra liberation movement now has template.
Okay.
So you don't expect people to jump into what they are not clear about. From the response we have received so far, this is the reason. And then also, let me share one story.
Okay.
In Benue State, in part of the lower Benue, people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sent money. Was it in Benue or Kogi? So says you have to, help me in this. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sent 40 million.
Okay.
They sent this criminal called Marubugo and other people to the king there. They went there, they chased them from the road. They chased them with military. All of them entered bush.
It is in Lower Benue.
Okay, Lower Benue. Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay.
And they give them a chase of their life. Today, they are part of us.
That's good. That's good.
So this is just example. So the people are joining because they have come to see the spirit can never lie. They have come to see that there is template and there is direction.
That means they are joining to be as a Biafran, or after they struggle, they pass their way.
What we are doing now is to liberate everybody and fight Nigeria from all corners. So those who are not part of you can never be part of you. We give freedom for everybody. We help those who want to fight for their own freedom. They want to be free. And as it stands now, we needed this freedom more than anybody, including more than those that are being killed in the north.
Okay.
So that's why anybody that is in alliance with or want to.
And by Dalon Linden Kunsiness, in Wakupo, I for the phone, I for no Kunsa comment, and Obi Diamma, Makonobo, you be only. At least I can tell you no, Yabo update, the case Kununqua, and do not comment when I now move no buno, or some of my phone checkers in the end name in Wakupo. The Cosidi. Chitakuni ya Eastern News 24 kaisi wene weteru na Oziado Kemba. Edeke no ya bi ife Biafran Prime Minister kugasi ni ilu akwụkwọ ọzọ dị ka ibia bụ ka ife nwere ike ikwu gbasara maka ya bụ ife n'ụdị nke go gịnị ka nwere ike ikwu gbasara maka ya bụ ife drop all ya on the comment below. Dịka o si dị daalụ niile n'ụmụ Chineke chetakwa na echi bụ holiday ọ dịkwa nsọ daalụ ka emesịa n'ụmụ ife.